Alright, here is a walk around video for the 2007 Outback XT for Bringer Trailer. Today is September 22nd, 2023. Just do some walk around and then I will begin to point out the defects and what I know the blemishes are. I've owned the car for just over 2.5 years. It's always been local to Central Virginia. Had plans to modify it. The car has never been modified. It's 100% factory stock. Ended up buying a 2008, which was modified to my liking already. Okay, so we will start with the front. Front valance has multiple stone chips, spots where bugs have, I cannot seem to get it out. I haven't tried doing a paint correction, a hard buff, but washing, clay bar, and waxing, that was the best I could get it. It has multiple little scuffs like this. Scuff right here. This license plate bracket's always been on. It needs to be removed and cleaned behind. I will try to get that done before shipping it off. But you can see this bumper has multiple, just about everywhere. It has bug splatters that seem to be stuck in the paint. This line you see here is from the previous owner. Had placed a little bumper strip across there that I took off when I first got it, and it left a mark. Both headlights could use a refinishing or replacement. They're starting to yellow some. This one actually, and I'm not even sure what that little bit of stuff is right there. It looks like maybe at one time it could have possibly been leaking and somebody maybe add a little bit of, I didn't do that, but I've always noticed that and haven't got around to do anything with it. But it doesn't, there's no water in the headlight. Headlight works great, but definitely a headlight finish is something somebody's probably gonna want to do. Buff those out, make them clear again. Hood, some stone chips here. And I kept the thing under a car cover for about 4 months while I was not driving it for a period of time. I tried to never drive it in the winter. And that car cover, after I took it off, I noticed some spots in the clear coat. And I don't even know, it kind of shows up in this video. There's one here. There's one here. You can't see it unless the light hits it just right. I know there's one on the front somewhere too. The best that I could gather looking it up online, if that car cover sits against the paint for a while and it heats up in the sun, it can cause a discoloring on some spots in the clear coat. It's not bad, but it's there. There's a couple spots on the hood. There's a spot on this back valance that, there's one little one there. Like I said, they aren't bad, but they're there. I want to disclose everything I can. Rear valance and everything that I'm showing you right now, I didn't do any of this. This all came with the car, so I have no idea how these things happened. The car is in exactly the condition it was when I got it, other than maybe those teeny little stone chips on the hood. I don't know. Somebody backed into something, but this is all plastic, so you really, it's got that right there. Other side is pretty much the same. I think it's just down lower right here. You can feel them. It's great. If you were to want to get rid of that, I don't think those bumpers are repairable. This is a popular color. I'm sure you can find a whole rear bumper that's not scratched. He had the same thing back here. He had a rubber piece of trim and it left a little outline. A lot of this stuff, if you did a professional paint correction, it would probably take it out. Clear coat on this plastic panel and tailgate. It's got a little bit of peely stuff right along there, all the way across the whole thing. All the wheels are in very good condition. There's no curb rash on any of them or any significant scratching. There's a few small dents in the body that I'm going to try to... There's one right here. A little dent right there on the passenger side, rear. Let's see if I can find the others. That right there is a little spot in the paint. Here's another big thing. There's a scratch on the roof here. I don't know what caused that. It's always been there. It almost looks like maybe a cat. It's really hard to tell, but it's a definite couple, 2 or 3 probably would come out if you were to do a, like I said, a good buffing with a paint cutter. A little bit of lining here. This was from the vent visors that were on here for several years. I took them off. The guy only had them on this side. He didn't have them on the driver's side. Don't ask me why, but it left, just like the trim on the bumpers, it left a little line that could probably be buffed out. Some scratches right here on this door, but very faint surface scratches. There's that wheel, front right wheel. Very small little scrapes right there. Center caps could use a painting. Let's see if I can find those other dents. I know there's a couple more little dents. I'm looking for them. Let's look at these wheels on this side. Driver's side wheels. That's the driver's side rear. I don't see any marks on that one. These are the factory XT wheels for 2007. Okay, so on this layer here, you see a couple little faint scratches, a little paint chip there, a little paint chip here. This front bumper's never been off. I've noticed this one place right here. I don't know if it has a clip on the back. I'm gonna try to, I don't know if it's just my imagination or if that's popping out a little bit. The mirrors are in very nice shape, no significant chipping or scratching on there. And all the lights work, so these are the XT and LLV came with the lights on the mirrors. Roof, little bitty chip right here. Probably needs to be touched up with a pen. It's surface rust, but it's barely the size of a pinhead. And that's just dirt. All the black trim probably could use a painting. This rubber here, I don't know if you can clean that, but it's got some spots on there just from age. Most of the metal black trim is in really nice shape. It's just a little faded from age. Same with the black trim around the mirror. All the door jambs are clean. Is exceptionally clean. It's just not perfect. It's got a few spots on it. Same on this side, that rubber has some spotting and fading from sunlight. Previous owner kept it garaged. I did not. I did have a car cover. Another little chip right there on the rear driver's side door. Paint pen would take care of. These stickers got a little bit of scraping on them. This is the only one that's like this, the weather seal on the bottom of the driver's door, probably just some feet getting in and out. It's got that tear down the center of it, but the front half of it doesn't affect anything, but that's there. All the doors, I didn't show all of them, but none of them, there's no rust anywhere other than the underbody that I showed in the other video and pictures. The surface rust on some of the suspension and stuff, but there is no, that's just the staining there. There's nothing. Show the bottom of these doors. This is where these Subarus like to rust in the rust belt states. They will get rusted in the bottom of the doors. That's one of the places that it will first show up. Either there or on the back fenders. Alright, so that does the outside pretty well. If I remember any other defects or find them, I'll try to put them in pictures. Like I said, all lights work. Everything on the car works. Everything. It's not a thing that does not work the way it's supposed to. Right now, the tire pressure light's on. It's all of the sending units work. One tire must be a little low. So you might see it on the dash. In one of the videos, you might see that light on for the tire pressure. I just need to check to see which one's causing it. But all the tire pressure sending units work.